Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Pratiksha. I'm your clarity coach, and today we have a guest. She is a life coach and a Reiki grandmaster. She is helping people to get awareness about healing and helping them overcome the challenges through inner alignment. So let's welcome Sunayna Mardikar and get to know from her about inner work, energy work, and especially about money. Hi, Sunana. Welcome to our podcast.
Hello, Pratiksha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm also good.
All right, Sunana. So, today we have a lot to talk about, and especially when we see a lot of us, it's not only a lot of us, but all of us are struggling with different challenges, may it be in their work, may it be in career, relationship, health, money, any aspect. So, what do you think about it? Why people struggle with the challenges that they struggle with?
Yeah. So we'll start like one by one. Firstly, with the oneself. Today, we are so much engaged with our work, with our day-to-day life. We are not able to give time to ourselves. At least 10 minutes a day, we can say. But that too, it's a challenge for us to take that 10 minutes for us. So it starts with ourselves, what we are giving to ourselves, like in respect of health. Are we taking out 10 minutes for our exercise? Are we doing any mental health work, like any inner work, meditation, or any sorts of other healing modalities? Are we are taking out time for that? So as we give ourselves whatever from our surrounding, that we reflect to our environment also, and we receive the same from our surroundings. If we are giving a good health to ourselves, we will receive a good healthy relationships also from our surrounding, a good relationship with money. The relationship which we carry with ourselves is the relationship we are experiencing from our surroundings, like with money, with a spouse or in-laws or our like son, daughter, any relationship in that case, I can say, even in the career,
Hmm.
what relationship, what boundaries we are keeping at our workplace,
Hmm.
how healthy we are making it for ourselves, keeping those boundaries, even being in that office workspace. I know it's very difficult today to keep those healthy boundaries, but that's the first step we can take towards a healthy and very comfortable life that will much aligned to our goals and desires as compared to the place currently we are standing in. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. So, as you spoke about so many things about when it comes to work, when it comes to health and other things, but is there any common thread that we have? Okay, this is where everything is coming from.
Mm. Yeah. It's a very common space. Uh, it will sound like in a word like a thought, I can say. The thought we carry, the beliefs we are carrying from maybe last 30 years, 40 years, whatever the age you are in, and the experiences we are holding, what we are carrying through those experiences, like it is more of a negative pattern or a positive pattern. Are we carrying those energies within ourselves? Are we taking those negative thoughts within ourselves? See, a thought towards money, if I will say I don't deserve this amount of money in my life. The same energy I'm giving towards my relationship also. I don't deserve this kind of love from my spouse. So
Hmm.
that single belief is working around in every areas of our life,
Hmm. Hmm.
and it's mostly coming from our childhood, like what we have heard, what we have. Mostly we observe more during our growing ages in our family environment or school or society, and we carry most of our thoughts from there or from our family members also, like what they are speaking about, they are talking about, what they are sharing with us. Is it healthy or is it somewhere blocking us from the growth?
Hmm.
So it's very much interconnected, I can say. It's not like the relationship is very different from the money. No, we are playing with the same energies and same words or thoughts in every area of our life.
Hmm. So, if we look at it in a practical way, so how these childhood patterns exactly shows up in our day-to-day life in different areas.
Yeah. As I said, childhood. So childhood is it like a in healing modalities, it is known as inner child healing. So what is inner child now? Even I say yesterday of me is an inner child version of me. Today I am a one day grown up from what I was yesterday. Yesterday I
Hmm.
had some experiences. I did some work. I gathered some information. I took some knowledge. Even I maybe I have listened some negative thoughts from my own mind or from my surrounding. So that's the inner child, those experience that yesterday Sunana have carried. Now she's carrying that on this day also today. And maybe if same incident today will happen, which happened yesterday, maybe she will get connected to that part. Okay, yesterday this thing happened, and I will react now also in the same manner. So it's like a pattern we are carrying. It's like a sort of information, the experiences we have gathered in our childhood, and we are processing from being adult also, but we are processing from that information only, from that reactions only, what we have gone through. Maybe it maybe it's a part of joy, or maybe it's a wound we are carrying. So being a adult maybe of 32 years old or 34 years old, but the personality which we are carrying is related to that inner child, how she felt during or he felt during her childhood, his childhood. He's operating from that space today also. For
Hmm.
example, if a child got scolded in a class, maybe in a fifth standard, all of his friends laughed at him, like he even don't know this answer. He carried that. Now he's not healed from that inner version, and he is carrying forward maybe 10th class, college. Now he will hesitate every time to speak up because he will get connected to the that incident. Okay, people will laugh at me if I will speak. I feel it will get wrong. So
Hmm.
this will show up even if we are working in office, we are trying to give a presentation, that energy will eventually start triggering up and showing up. We will start reacting exactly as you reacted at that time. So this is how inner child gets connected, and it starts triggering in every aspects of our life if it is not in a healed version. It's very much required to heal our inner child throughout all the experiences we had.
Hmm.
And one point I will like to add here, it's not always if a person had a tough childhood, then only he or she should go through this healing modality. Trust me, even if you have a very good or a very positive environment during your childhood, still something is still there in your mind which is operating in a space which is not helping you to grow up.
Hmm.
So even a person if is in healthy environment at the childhood, then also they should go through this process because it will help you to understand yourself in a much more better way, in much more deeper level, how you operate, how you think, how you process your thoughts.
Hmm.
So it will all get connected to the inner child. Yeah. So it's very much important for every person at least go through this process.
Okay. Okay. And we say that it's the child. One thing that I really liked what you mentioned. This is something new for me. When we say about inner child, you mentioned it's not only the childhood things, but yesterday's version of me is an inner child version of me. Like because I am one day older now
Yeah.
than the yesterday's. So
Yeah.
that is something new for me. Thank you for sharing that. And of course, the inner child thing that you mentioned, but something that we learn about self worth and self confidence and how it creates the impact on your different areas, may it be your receiving ability in terms of money, or how you show up in relationship, what kind of relationships, or the things you accept in relationships and not. So how it shows up and how it is connected, both things, the inner child wound and the self-worth and the self-confidence. So
Yeah.
share a little bit about that.
Yeah. Sure. So I will start first with self-confidence. Self-confidence generally get merged with self-worth, but they are two very different terms, and we generally collapse both the terms. So self-confidence is more about how confident I am feeling towards any work or to carry any new project. For example, if I say a statement like, okay, I'm ready to take this, let me see what will happen. I am ready, I'm confident on myself. Like, let me see what will happen. This is the
Hmm.
part of a self confidence where we are operating from our own space. We are not taking any external effort, external validation, or external correctness from any person around us. We are just operating from our own energies, what we are carrying within ourselves. So that is the part of self confidence. Now, self worth is a very much uh, misaligned term with in every aspect which you mentioned, like relationship, whether it's money or it's job title or anything or everything. So the moment we took birth on this earth, that is the moment we are full with our self-worth. We are 100% worthy to receive each and everything in our life. At that moment, no one told us to tell us that mark sheet of 10 standard or show me your payslip, what at what job title you are currently working. No one asked us that things, but still showered a lot of love on us. Each and every member of our family, whether it's friends or anyone and everyone around the floor. So that point we need to connect with, like, yes, I am self-worthy, I'm 100%, I'm fully content. But as we start involving in our day-to-day life and we get into the society, we get those tags. If you get this job, you will be that much self-worthy, or you will get that much of respect. If you score 90% of percentage in your school, I will
Hmm.
get you this thing. If you're getting into this college, that is you are intelligent person. Even for oneself, if I am getting into so and so college, I'm worthy. Okay, I will then start living my life and then I will start enjoying my life. We are giving us so much of benchmarks to ourselves only for just connecting it with the self-worth. But self-worth is never connected with what we are doing. Even if we are doing a job, the job is for the skills we are providing to that institution or to that company. In the exchange, we are getting that energy exchange as money. But how we are connecting self worth to it? Okay, I'm getting today 24 lakhs for annum. So this is my worth today. And we are running towards 50 lakh, 1 crore. Okay, that is fine. We need some thresholds to achieve and to move ahead in life. But the connection with self worth to those packages is very much self harming. We need to create a strong boundary there to separate our self-worth and our job titles. Even in relationship, if someone is considering me, validating me, and giving me so and so much of love or tick marking my expectations, then I'm self-worth because I'm receiving that. But those tick marks are not required. If I'm giving sufficient and love, pampering myself, giving that wholesome love to me, I don't need any validation from anyone, even not from my parents. I'm so much self content and self love because I'm operating from that space now. It starts when we start working on self, but it generally comes up like we have a list of people we are taking validations today from my
Hmm.
parents, from my friends, from my teacher, from my colleague, because I want to slightly want to impress that person or slightly want to take that attention. Even sometimes it
Hmm.
comes from the attention seeker pattern also. It's a part of a personality. And it again get connected to the childhood. If that small version of me have not received enough of attention, enough of care in my childhood, then it may, or I can say 90%, it will lead to an adult version of me where I'm seeking this validations, attention, or love seeking from my external environment because I have not received that from my family surroundings of XYZ reasons. But I will seek those things because that part of me is still void. That part of me still feels like I want to achieve this. I want to take that attention from so and so person. So
Hmm.
in relationship, it shows up like this. For
Hmm.
example, today is the world of social media, texting. If a person is not replying me within 5 minutes, that means he does not value me. Statement,
Hmm.
full stop. He does not value me, she does not value me. But it's not the exact reality today. If that person may be busy or maybe doing something, any work or something else. But first connection we are doing is self-worth. Not replying, that means he's not valuing me. I'm not valued much. I'm not getting that much time. And what if we start giving this to ourselves? We will not even seek that time or effort from any other person. Yes, we will take, but in a healthy version. We
Hmm.
will not feel low about that thing as we are
Hmm.
today feeling. Even around money, as I told, about packages. So if I'm earning that and that much of money, I'm worthy. I'm worthy to receive more. I'm worthy to spend more. But if I'm earning 10,000 rupees per month, I'm not worthy to spend 10 rupees on myself. And
Hmm.
again, this is getting connected to the inner child. Inner child was told at that time, save more. We
Hmm.
have less, so save more. Don't spend on yourself. I'm not saying like go beyond your limits, but at least take that 10 rupees and spend it without guilt. Pamper yourself whatever you can with those 10 rupees, but give that worthiness to yourself of spending 10 rupees, even if you are earning 5,000 rupees. In this way, what will happen? We will start increasing our money energy also. We will start vibrating at an energy where we are respecting ourselves. Respecting ourselves is the first major step to heal ourselves. The way we are treating ourselves in any way is the way we are receiving everything in our life, as I said earlier also. If I'm
Hmm.
treating well with myself with money or any relationship or my job titles, I will receive more. I will activate those channels. I will open those more opportunities to receive more in my life in any form. And now, money is not only about cash, it can be gifts also.
Hmm.
Suddenly, someone can gift you. Suddenly, you can get a day off from your work and you just want to spend time with yourself. That is also a love. That is also a gift to yourself.
Hmm.
So, it's a very broad aspect of self worth, how we are operating and from what space we are taking it. So
Hmm.
here I want to like share my its own experience. I can say around 5 years ago, my self worth was zero. I have this and this things, so I don't want to get into this thing. I look a little bit darker, so I don't look beautiful. That was my own self worth thing. But as I started working eventually on my inner healing, my thoughts, my beliefs, I overcome today. I love myself as much as I can. Like I can love any more the external thing or any materialistic or anything else rather than the way I love myself today. So that's the shift will start happening when we at least start to acknowledge ourselves. It will be a baby steps. Your mind will trigger you. Your mind will try to bring it back to the state where we started because it is also getting uncomfortable for the mind to see uh, things from a different lens.
Hmm.
So it will also play a role, but there we need to tell our mind, let's work together. Let's hold hands and start those baby steps. And yes, so that's I can say the baby steps we can take towards the version we want to be
Hmm.
from maybe from today, a year ahead.
So, what we discussed there are what I can recap from this is self worth is something that inherent to you as you're born, but we attach it to some other things, and because of which we feel that, oh my god, I'm not worthy, or I'm only worthy if I get XYZ things, right? But that's not the case. And then uh, comes to how you respect yourself is the way people will respect you, and then you need to love yourself. So the love yourself, it's such a buzzword word today that People think that it's only about the external materialistic things that you buy and you pamper yourself with. But how do you define self love? What's the few practical ways through which people actually start loving themselves?
Yeah. So yes, materialistic part is, I will say it's needed because somewhere it's dopamine. It gives that boost to ourselves. So it is also required. It's another part. We can say this is the second step to pamper ourselves. So first part, practical aspects I can say is like, um, if you have something to do, some person told you to do this right now, you have to do this right now. It's a like, maybe it's a family member and you can't ignore that situation, or you can't say no to that person, but you really want to say. Here you want to give respect to yourself first, and to bring that aspects of self love. What you can do is take 5 minutes. Tell that person, give me 5 minutes. I'm up to some work. Let me finish that. Then I will come to you. So what you have did in those 5 minutes, you have given instruction to your brain, like, today I'm firstly important. I will give priority to myself first. Then I will move ahead to whatever work I have assigned to.
Hmm.
So we are now creating a new neural path in our brain also. So it's not like today we started and tomorrow we will full of self-love. No, it will have very small steps. Even we are training our brain also. Because maybe from 20 years we are operating from a same neural paths and same space. So brain also need a time to regulate new neural paths and new instructions. Even if you are not able to convey this, like, let me take this 5 minutes, go into the washroom. Use the washroom for 5 minutes. Sit there, give yourself those 5 minutes and tell yourself, this is my 5 minutes. This is my first day. Today I'm giving priority to myself. Giving priority to myself is also kind of self-love. Today I'm giving that respect to myself rather than listening to others. So that is the very baby step we can take towards our self-love.
Prioritizing your own self.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
And also, one more thing that I would like to add is uh, how you speak to yourself is also
yes,
you either you love yourself or you don't. Like if you
mm,
constantly having these uh, negative self talk about your own self, it means you are not loving yourself. If there is a friend or someone you love, how you speak to them, do you speak to yourself with the same language, with the same words, with the same tone? And this is a step towards loving yourself, to speak with the same language you speak to the people you love.
others. Yeah, yeah,
So that is a way to love yourself. And also, as you mentioned, that prioritizing oneself, because to get the validation and not get disliked, we most likely to prioritize others.
yes,
But if you are wanting their validation, you want they liking you, somewhere you are uh, not giving yourself the opportunity and giving yourself the evidence that I'm not important.
yes. And eventually we are giving somewhere the power to operate to others. Like we are giving that remote somewhere. So here only we need to bring those healthy boundaries, at least to protect my energy. I want to decide where my energy will go, whether I will work with this energy on myself, or I'm willing to give it to others. So yeah, it's somewhere still a bold decision to take, because there can be certain circumstances within the family or work environment where we can't take because of other certain issues. The impact of that, we get worried about what will happen if I take this step.
Hmm.
But somewhere we need to take this, rather than, I will say, I choose to take this step because I want to live my life the way I desire it.
Hmm.
So that's the very bold step one can take, and it's necessary to take also.
And
Otherwise, yeah,
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
otherwise we'll continue to be in those repetitive patterns. To break
Hmm.
that pattern, we need a scissor, and that scissor is to take that bold step.
Hmm. Right. Uh, so when it comes to Reiki work, so people who a lot of people might know about certain things about Reiki, but because you are a Reiki grandmaster, share a little bit about the word Reiki and how the Reiki work actually works.
Yeah, yeah. So before moving ahead to Reiki, one more point came to me, like as we were talking about self-love. So here a modality which helped me a lot to gain those things, those positive thoughts, is affirmations. So when I started repeating affirmation on a daily basis, so as I told, mind will play various reasons to not to do that because it feels uncomfortable. But
Mm.
do it mechanically starting in those starting 10-15 days. Just read it loud so that the mind will hear new sentences, new thoughts. Even that will generate new emotions towards ourselves only. So maybe 4-5 days will feel like nothing is shifting or nothing is happening. But don't discontinue that. I will really suggest that. Think it, don't give it a break. Just continue it for 21 days, maybe a mandala of 21 days, then again 21 days. So continuing in that pattern will, after 6 months, eventually there will be a shift. There is no possibility that we are doing something good towards our own body and it's ending up into something negative. It will never happen. It will
Mm.
take you a step ahead. So trying affirmations can really work very well with this negative thoughts, patterns
Mm.
which we carry.
Yeah. And one thing you mentioned that when it's something new, you will feel the resistance to not do it, but that's the evidence that you need to do it because the
Yes.
resistance is showing up. And if you need to create that new pathways, neural pathways, first, that's how with the exercise. If you have not done exercise for years, if you're doing it for the first time, your body will create that resistance. Oh, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do it. Or you feel after doing it for a few days, you will feel the pain instead
Yeah.
of feeling
Yeah.
good. But later, as you keep doing it, you will see the results. So first,
Yes.
sometimes you will feel the resistance and even the pain even after doing it.
Yeah.
So keep doing it till the time it becomes easy for you,
Yeah.
and you will start
Actually,
seeing the reason
yes. Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's
results.
more related to nervous system also. A nervous system healing is also a part of our human body. So it's also start playing along with brain. The nerves also start playing their roles to resist the whole new results and the new outcomes. So
Yeah,
this is also another part where we can work and bring it all together.
true.
Yeah. 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 So we were talking about Reiki.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, so there are various myths about Reiki, like it does not work out, or it is something about Andhavishwas. But I have done Reiki, and I'm Reiki grandmaster. And because of Reiki, I have released a lot of my own wounds, my own physical body healing I have done through Reiki. So
Mm.
Reiki is basically a energy healing modality where we operate or regulate the life energy. Life energy is one energy which is controlling or applying all over the world. As we are working, we are plants are growing, animals are working on their own. So this is all the part of ecosystem, and there is some life energy which is regulating throughout the system. And that same energy also flows through us and help us to achieve whatever we want or desire, our desired goals. We have certain points in our body, human body, that helps us to regulate those chakras we known as those. points are known as chakras, and through those chakras, the life energy flows throughout our body. If that
Hmm.
energy is able to flow very naturally like a water within the body, that means your chakras are completely clean, completely opened, and completely aligned. If they are aligned, we will able to receive the desired results. For example, if my throat chakra is open, I'm able to speak whatever I want to speak, whether it's within my family, within my workspace, or with my friends. But if that throat chakra is suppressed, I will not able to speak up. I know what I want to speak. I am having those heavy emotions within me, but I'm not able to
Hmm.
express it because my throat chakra is blocked. Blocking of throat chakra, which will eventually lead to thyroid.
Hmm.
So this the energies we are carrying today in our body, if they are not regulated, if they are not healed, over a period of time, they are going to show up in physical diseases, like I told about throat. So over a period of time, it will convert into thyroid. If my heart chakra is blocked, the relationships I'm carrying is very much entangled. It's not the way I want. I'm not
Hmm.
able to connect with that person. There is
Hmm.
no harmony. There is very much disbalances. There is miscommunication, misalignment.
Hmm.
If my heart chakra is blocked. So heart chakra is all about the relations and emotions we carry. It also get connected to the inner child. That if version of me is carrying those wounds also, then also I will feel heaviness in my heart. If
Hmm.
I have anger toward any person, then also I will feel heaviness, very much heaviness in my heart. The heart will
Hmm.
ache after a time. And then we have third eye. Third eye is about wisdom, knowledge. If that is blocked, then we will not able to pursue something in aspects of our career or studies or in those terms. Specifically for students, we can say.
Hmm.
Then over like skull, 1 inches above the skull, we have our crown chakra. Crown chakra is receiving all the blessings and guidance from whatever Almighty you believe in, whatever higher power you believe in. If that is blocked, then also we will not able to receive those guidances. Suppose
Hmm.
I have some problem today in my life, I want to come out of that. I'm trying each and everything possible for me. But my crown chakra is only blocked. I will never get the next step to take to solve that problem. But if my crown
Hmm.
chakra is open, I will receive any guidance or any way the gate will open for me and I will move ahead.
Hmm.
Then moving ahead, heart chakra, we have above navel, 2 inches is solar plexus chakra. And 2 inches below the navel is sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is all about the reproductive organs, all about the reproductivity, feminism, our feminine energy. We operate mostly from our sacral chakra. It's more about emotions also. Even solar plexus chakra is also about emotions. How we are regulating our emotion with stability or insecurity. That mostly depends on that. Then moving towards the root chakra is all about the roti kapda makan, the basic needs to survive in this world. If root chakra is not balanced, we will always feel any trouble within our career, relationship, health, or money issues. So it's all about stability, how stable I feel in my life. If I'm unstable, unsecure, that means the root chakra is misaligned. The root chakra is not healed. So through regulating this Reiki energy throughout our body, we can heal those chakras and bring that alignment so that energy can flow throughout the body and it will attract what we want in our life. So if
Hmm.
I sum up with this, is all about the stress, anxiety, worry, which we are carrying today. After using Reiki energy, it will help us to be in a good state of mind, aligning with our physical body, our emotional uh, well being, and our mental state. All will be in the harmony.
Hmm. Is it possible that only there are seven chakras, so one or two are blocked, but others are working fine, or like uh, the two chakras and the middle one is blocked and other two are working fine, or is it that the blockage happens from uh, root to top, or how does that work?
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's majorly possible. Like third eye is blocked, then root is blocked, sacral is blocked. Generally, if we see 90% every person is blocked with root chakra or sacral chakra, because the way we are living our life also depends upon how we are doing well in our life. So root and sacral is 90%. Uh, as I get my clients, so I mostly see that those two chakras are blocked. Then it depends on how we have lived our life, how what we have experienced during our growing age. That also plays a major role. So it depends on person to person. I will not say, even it is possible that root and sacral is very much open for a person, but the heart is blocked. So he or she is doing very well in a career, earning very good, but very not working very well with the relationships. So that the heart chakra is blocked. Living
Hmm.
alone, having all the luxury, doing very well, traveling, spending a lot of money, but the relationship is not good. So
Hmm.
there the heart chakra is blocked, but the root and sacral is doing amazingly. So what
Hmm.
is the equilibrium between those all the chakras is heart is our center point. Through heart, we are going into that state where we are able to connect with more empathy, love, and we are spreading that around us. Uh, Above that is throat chakra, how we are speaking, what we are telling. Are we speaking in a negative way to a person, or are we speaking in a positive way to a person? That depends on our throat chakra. Third eye, again, it's about wisdom. Crown is also receiving blessing. As we move toward the lower chakras, solar plexus, and this is our survival chakras, which are helping us to survive from day to day life. So it is
Hmm.
also said, like, just take a time at the end of the day and see from where you got operated today, from your above chakras or from your lower chakras. If you are
Hmm.
only focusing on your survival, then you will always find the need to survive. You will
Hmm.
always in that mode, like, how can I survive tomorrow? But
Hmm.
if I am operating from my above chakras, the low heart chakras and throat chakras, that means I'm moving towards that higher energy also. I'm getting connected to those energies. I'm taking blessings. I'm getting wisdom from that God or that higher energy universe.
Hmm.
So it's more, if I will go slightly towards spiritual journey, then I can say the person who is more into spirituality will operate from his or her higher chakras, because they will be more aligned. He will be able to have those essential needs for our day to day life, but the more energy will be towards the higher chakras. And eventually, our journey also starts from the survival to the wisdom. If we see, if we start from root chakra, it's all about getting food on the plate, getting a home to live, a job, some security in terms of money. Eventually, we'll move towards our emotions, relationships, and then towards the wisdom and the Almighty. So it's also a journey we are living from our chakras also.
Hmm. And when uh, we heal through the energy and heal these chakras, and the energy starts flowing, uh, they can still block again, right?
Yes.
So you need to
Yeah.
keep working on that healing continuously.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And is it that the other work, like the subconscious patterns or the inner work and everything, like is it the kind of work that we need to do to heal the chakras?
I will say this subconscious mind work and this Reiki work, we can do parallelly, because subconscious is something very, I can say, logical, where we are using science, and Reiki is also about science, but it's more about the energy flowing, how the energy is flowing towards in our body. But the subconscious mind is more about the thoughts, beliefs, and the patterns we are carrying. So
Hmm.
here we'll work with different modalities. Like I told, nervous system healing also works here. Our negative codes, how we are taking it and how we are breaking it, that also works. Here, Ho'oponopono also works. Cord cut, even if we move toward the healing part, Reiki is there, cord cutting is there, then Akashic is also there. So it's like two amalgamation, I can say, of life coaching and healing, where we are working on our mind also, and we are working on our energy also. Energy will help us to regulate our body and to protect our aura also. Sometimes we go in such a place where feel like I'm not aligning with that person, or I'm not aligning with the energy of the room. That
Hmm.
only is telling you that something is imbalanced within the system,
Hmm.
or your energy is so pure or so high that you are not able to connect. Here, the chakras are not aligning with the energy of the room. So, what will happen now? You are practicing Reiki daily. So, now your Reiki energy will protect you. Will Otherwise, you would have been into overwhelming state, into some sort of anger, irritation because of those energies around that room. But here, the
Hmm.
Reiki energy is protecting you, so you will not feel those heavy energies or heaviness in your mind, or that aura is protecting you completely.
Hmm.
So it should work parallelly, because I have worked in that. I have done healing like from last 2 3 years. I'm doing for myself also. So I started with life coaching and this whole modalities, law of attraction, how it works, Ho'oponopono. I worked on my inner beliefs, thoughts. It's a all 12-week program was there. And then I started with Reiki. Money Reiki is also there if we have blockages around money. We can work on money, on our subconscious mind also, like what we are carrying towards money. Is it hate we are carrying, or anger? And even we have worked from the aspects of money Reiki to
Hmm.
regulate that money around, energy around money. So
Hmm.
it's that work should be parallel, I will say, because if we are over focusing on one thing, the other will go down anyways. And again, then we start blockaging the chakras as well.
Again, because
Yeah.
your thoughts or the emotions that you're feeling will block eventually, even it you have
Yeah.
cleared it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Uh, you mentioned about Akashic recordings or something, right? So what are they?
Yeah. So sometimes the problems we are facing is not only about this lifetime. It may get connected to our previous lives also. Those are the karmic connections we are uh, having as we are taking birth in various lifetimes. And if we are carrying those karmas into this life also, then we are going to suffer because of those previous life karmas. Now, what we will do, we will access various lifetimes. We will see the pattern through Akashic, like what are the patterns I'm going through. By this, if I will say example of my client, I started taking readings of her, and loneliness was her pattern throughout all the lives. And currently, also, she was feeling lonely. She is having family and friends and everything, but still, she was feeling very much lonely within
Hmm.
herself. I started accessing her life. 3 4 lives, she was having family, but uh, also feeling the loneliness. And eventually, then we started healing. There are also healing modalities within the Akashic, also. We heal those lives. And after a period of time, when I again visited her Akashic records, so she was having a good, happy life. That means that those karmas of being lonely, or whatever she was carrying, what cut through those Akashic records. And now there is no connection with those lives.
Hmm.
So this is the way. There are various ways through which we do the Akashic readings, and we get desired results very correctly. This is also a modality through which we can heal ourselves from those karmas. I can't hear you. Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can. I can.
Okay. So, when you mentioned about accessing those previous lifetimes, how do you know that these are not the generational traumas from your mother, grandmother, father, grandfather, father, or the previous generations, and it is your own past
Mm.
life? How do you
Yeah,
know that?
yeah. Very good question, actually. Um, so the patterns we see in our generational this thing is when we work with our family therapy. We have this family therapy modality also. So, for example, um, if a person is having this generational anger, if women of the family is carrying those angers towards maybe a male dominance or anything, so it will show up in every generation,
Mm.
like great grandmother, and it will eventually show up when you start healing those feelings of anger. You will see this anger is not mine. I have carried this. I have no issue with that person towards whom I'm feeling today the anger, but I have, if the moment we start working on it, we'll get to know, okay, this is not mine. This is the generational which is getting carrying forward.
Mm.
Same the thoughts patterns, or the, yeah, the thought patterns, I can say, which get carried along the generations. But here in Akashic, when we access the lives, I will be able to see myself being in any age group, being in any part of the world. Here, I will not able to see all the generations. In constellation, we prepare the whole constellation, and we see like how we are placing the members and how we are getting connected with that constellation. I will
Mm.
eventually get to know where my place is within the family system.
Mm.
So family system also works like a hierarchy. Great grandparents and grandparents and parents and then us. If I will step a step uh, upward and will stand beside my father or beside my mother, I will start feeling that heaviness because I'm not following the hierarchy. And when eventually I will step myself, okay, they are my parents. Here I only need to receive the love. Then I will start feeling those emotions like, okay, I'm here to receive the love. I am the smaller one. My parents are bigger than me. I'm only to receive here. So here also there is one misconception uh, which I have seen in a lot of my clients. Uh, okay, our parents get like 60, 70 years, then we eventually say this, okay, now it's time to take care of our parents. Now we need to be our parents to our parents. And we start acting from that space, being parent to our parent. But that is again a disalignment we are bringing. This is
Mm.
not the harmony within the system. We are creating uh, this balance within the system. You take care of your parent, completely do everything they required, but from energetically being from a space of a children only. Don't be a parent to a parent. Don't take decisions overly like, okay, now you are at 70-year-old, you don't know how to take decision or whatever the issue is. Let me take the decision for you. There you are becoming the parent. So we'll always need to keep this in mind like, okay, I'm doing this, but being from a space of a child only. I'm not taking the space of my parent. A
Mm.
very classic example here is, for example, within a family, a girl or a boy have seen his mother or his father uh, having some issues with the spouse, over dominating, whether the husband is over dominating or the wife is over dominating. Now, what will happen? The connection with that spouse got disconnected with this partner. Now, this partner will see all the connection with his children or her children. They will start sharing everything with children. They will, because they are not able to access that space with that partner. Now, this child is becoming more much responsible, getting much more stronger. Okay, my father is like that, or my mother is like that. I need to give, I need to provide to my mother or father. It's my responsibility now. And what they are doing, they are becoming a parent to their parent. They are operating from that space. They are taking all the pains of their parents. It will see, if I will see from the outer surface, I will feel like, okay, it's good. Like I'm taking care of my parent, I'm taking all the pain. But is it valid within the family system? It is Is it good to have those pains? No,
Mm.
because we all are here with our own karmas. We have landed here on this earth by carrying those karmas. Each person have their karmas. If we are taking extra responsibility of any person within our family or becoming over parenting, doing over parenting to our parent, the learnings they will learn through that journey, we are taking those learnings away from them.
Mm.
We are not allowing them to go through that process to evolve and to be the person they are meant to be because of this karma they are going through.
Mm. But yeah, I understood what you mentioned. Suppose there are two scenarios. Like first, you mentioned about the don't be parent to your parents, right? For if your parent is 70-year-old and they are old, but you do the things, but you don't take the decisions for them, right?
Yeah.
So if you are like if I am the person who is coming to you, then you are suggesting that to me. But if I am the 70-year-old person with whom these things are happening, so how do that person, like that 70-year-old person, should respond to this? Because their
Okay.
children are not acting according as their children, they are becoming their parent. Then how should a parent, and they are at 70, so how much control they have, and how should they respond to this?
Yeah. So slight correction over the decision making part. So it's like I was like, don't impose your decisions
Hmm.
on your parents because they are older. There can be mutual conversation, considering all the mental state of the parent also. Maybe he is not that much capable of doing, for example, banking work. If we need to take some decision on his behalf, then it's completely fine to take because he is not mentally able to understand all the scenarios or whatever the work need to be done there. It can be on a mutual basis also, having a conversation, telling them this is the criterias. Now tell me what you want to do. And you can suggest that, okay, we can do this also. If the parent is telling, okay, I want to do this thing. If that is not working out, we can add on, we can have this healthy communication, but still being from a place of a child. Like, okay, I will help you. I'm suggesting this thing to you. If it's aligning with you, then we can go ahead. So, in a way, we are not crossing those boundaries of receiving and giving. It's more about that. If we go very deep level in the family constellation, it's more about how we are receiving. If it will also show up, if we are not receiving and we are over giving, somewhere we will get exhausted over a long journey. We will also always feel like, okay, I'm the person who is always the giver. Now, the child, which we talked earlier, he like accepted, okay, I need to work for my mother hard, I need to get her all the happiness in the life. But what is it is happening for subconsciously? He's only or she's only giving, not receiving anything. Over a long period of time, he or she will get exhausted, and somewhere it will come up on the mother side, on the mother, like, because of you, I have done this and that thing. I was never able to enjoy my age group or whatever it was. So over giving, over receiving, it never works out. It should be always a balance. Then only the harmony within the relationship will stay for a long period of time. Otherwise, the person will overwhelm with the energies and the sharings they are doing.
Hmm. So, for example, if a person coming to you and they understand that this is something that is happening, and because they took the over responsibility, and now they think, okay, now I don't want to do this.
Mm.
Let them take the responsibility. But the person is not taking the responsibility, and when you let go of that responsibility, but possible the other sibling can step up and take those responsibility.
Yeah,
So how does that work? Like, because the situation is not changing, just the person is got replaced with another person
yeah,
because they
yeah,
don't understand this thing. you are,
Yes.
the person is coming to you because they are getting that
Hmm.
knowledge and information, so they understood, but the other person, they have no idea about it, and because it will again create that imbalance.
Imbalance. Yes, yes, yes. It will create that because sibling is also the next generation.
Yes.
Both siblings will be at that level of family hierarchy. So yeah, at that time also, it's the only solution to bring this awareness within the whole family. Because even if we will see if that sibling have taken a bad step, and he's okay, let me be the person I am. Let me not overgive within this relationship. Over a period of time, the things will happen that the parent part also will start taking things in a way like they are operating from their own space. They are not overburdening me. I can say maybe a tough word to say, but it eventually happens within the system. My child sometimes get overburdened, or he himself have taken on those responsibilities. But when we bring the balance, the parent part will be so balanced that it will not again start uh, burdening over the other siblings, which you added, like replacing part.
Mhm.
So this whole system, when it will get aligned, all siblings will also be in that individual. Even the elder one will be in the elder place. The younger one will be in the younger place. Even if this replacement also take place, the younger is becoming the elder and elder is becoming the younger. Then also there is a disbalance within the system.
Hmm. Yeah. So how does that, without the uh, elder being younger, and the elder not being the spouse, how does that hierarchy, like how does that balance can be created?
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
So uh, the older sibling
Mm.
was being the spouse for a
Mm.
parent,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they stop being the spouse, but they being the younger sibling to an younger sibling, and
So
the
they
younger
are.
sibling becoming the parent.
Oh, but there is a whole lot of misalignment, then I can say, because now the that sibling have taken a step back. As I told, the healing starts here only. When we are taking a step back, the parent part also slightly you will start seeing the changes that the parent who was sharing all the details with the children, they will stop sharing that, or they will share to a limit. Like to the extent they should be, they will not cross those. Earlier it was like that parent part also was not having any exposure to convey what that mother or father is feeling, so they are having this shoulder to cry on. But now we have bring the balance within the system. Now the parent is also feeling fulfilled because he or she is also learning. Earlier we are taking all those learnings from them, taking all the responsibilities. For example, if the father or mother was not earning, the children was taking care of them. They were not knowing how to earn money or how they can apply or how they can find a job. But this children now taken a step back, maybe help them to get a job. Now what will happen? That parent will know, okay, I can survive. I can earn my own money. I can spend as I want. That will bring another kind of confidence within the parent. That will help to gain those responsibilities. Okay, I can do this. I can earn money, because that is also a lack within the system when a parent is not that much confident of earning money. Now, here the other aspect is the parent is not earning or not able to receive, the children will also not able to receive the money, because it's the
Hmm.
hierarchy again. It is getting passing
Hmm.
on. If the parent is struggling with the money, so during the childhood, the child has heard a lot of things. Money don't grow on trees. We need to save. We need to expend less.
So
So
what makes the difference between a child, like a parent who is not able to earn, but the children are earning well and taking care of the parents, and parents were not able to earn and children also not able to earn. So what makes the differentiate between the two? Like both are not earning and one is not was not earning but other is earning. So what makes the
Yeah,
situation different?
yeah. So here comes the factor of feminism and masculine energy and feminine energy, which we firstly get introduced to our parents. When we took birth, the first feminine energy we get connected with it was our mother, and the second was our father. How well we get connected with our mother is we will able to learn the nurturing, taking care of self love, nurturing, being empathetic towards other. All the motherly behaviors, emotions will receive from the mother, which is also required. Being a woman is even being a male is also required, because it's always a balance of masculine and feminine energy within a human body. Now, when we are getting connected to a father's side, we are getting connected to the masculine energy. Masculine energy is in the families is today, okay, the both parents are earning and bringing food and clothes in the home. But in the family system, mother is who will take care of the children, and father is who will be the bread earner. Now the father is going out, doing job. Now he's the mediator between the child and the outer world. He's telling the child, like, okay, look, this is how the world looks. This is how we earn money. This is how we need to behave. We need to talk. We need to communicate. So all those outer world things we are learning from our father. If there is a misalignment in the relationship, whether it's from mother side or the father side, if the children is having that, uh, in any aspect, the feminine energy will be more in that person if he is not connected with the father, or if he is not connected with the mother, then the masculine energy will be more within that person. So this is the thing when there is this misalignment within the relationship, within the whole family system. Now, if the feminine energy is more within a child, so maybe he will end up into some work that will align more with the feminine energy. He will able to earn, but he will get connected to more of that side. Masculine energy is again about overgiving or taking bold decision. We have that term like what we say. Okay, let it be. I will share later. Um, so when a woman become a masculine, she is not able to operate from the feminine. Then she is again not able to connect with her children because the feminine is missing. But he will earn. She will earn, and she will get all the necessities required. She will get all those fulfilled, but the feminine will
Hmm.
be missing.
Hmm.
But when the parents are not earning, both parents are not earning, but they are having a very healthy relationship with their children, and the children have received the complete feminine masculine energy, and it's the complete balance within both the children, both the siblings, then they will able to survive in the world very freely and very confidently. But if there is any misbalance, if the one aspect is more and the other is less, it will create the trouble within even in the relationship. Now, for example, husband and wife. Okay, the daughter was not having a good relationship with his father, so she is not. So she got more of the masculine energy because feminine she have received, but not able to balance the masculine. Now she's overgiving within the relationship. Now she feels like I'm the only one who is showing emotions, who is giving everything, but I'm not receiving that from the partner because here within the system she was not balanced with feminine and masculine. So
Hmm.
this too also plays a very major role within the family constellation. So our major, I can say, the role player are our parents. How we are having bond with our parents and how we are communicating with them, what we are learning, what we are observing, what we are receiving. So receiving is very much important in the parent and children relationship.
Hmm. And how the sibling hierarchy work? Is there any like gender difference because of which, like how does that work? Siblings hierarchy as well as the gender of the siblings.
Yeah. So there is as such no hierarchy within the siblings or the gender part. It's always equal because they are the next generation of the parents. So they are at the same level. But yes, younger and elder, slightly that too, not to two extent like elder is a like next generation or the younger is the upcoming generation. It's not like that. They are on the same level, but elder will be on the right and the younger will be on the left. Also, for
Right
male
and
and
left
female,
means?
yeah, so it's like feminine is left, masculine is right. So wife
Oh.
will be the left part and the right, like a Shiva Shakti, we say. And
Mm-hmm.
in cord cutting, we say Ingla Pingla Nadi. It's left and
Mm-hmm.
right. Always left and right because of the balance within the system. It's like the law of the universe of balancing the system. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why that's left and right.
Yeah. And
Like
what
Shiva
about the
is, yeah,
gender?
sorry. Gender plays no role here within the siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you were sharing something about gender. Is this the same?
No, it was on the parents' level. Like
Hmm.
wife will be on the left and husband will be on the right side because of
Hmm.
the masculine and feminine energy. So
Hmm.
when we feel like throughout by while healing the family constellation, we keep this all the figures like that only. So to understand the constellation properly. So it's very
Hmm.
interesting when we place all the characters within the system. We see okay, the children is above the parent, then we can see okay, this is the overgiving, we need to
Hmm.
bring the children at the next level to the parent.
And when we say healing through constellation, is it like it works through like energetically? Like when you understand
Yes,
something, the field shifts itself energetically. Like you don't
yes.
have to do, or it just automatically bring the change when you understand the things.
So there are two ways. If the intensity of imbalance within the system is very high, so energetically we connect to parents, we say them whatever we feel like to, we release those anger. Sometimes the anger is very high towards parents, so we release them, we forgive them sometimes. And there is also one aspect like we can't forgive our parents because they are the one who have given us the life, but even we can release at least at that level those anger we carried towards our parents. So and we can obviously connect energetically with our parents so that the field shifts and the whole family system comes into the balance. But if the need is not that much, the wounds are not that much intense, then only the shifting that, if suppose I'm the client, I'm having this constellation, okay, I understood what had happened, I have placed the characters at the right place, then also the shifts happen. And you will see eventually those results over a period of time within your family only. Like you will start also behaving in a different way. You will try to understand the perspective of the other person with whom you are having that anger. But you will try to understand, okay, that person is also having some perspective. That person is also gone through a set of experiences because of which he or she is behaving in a certain way. So here there is no right or wrong. No one is right or wrong. All human beings are operating from their own space, their own belief systems, their own patterns, and their own experiences through
Mm-hmm.
which they are operating. Like it's like a software and the data they are having currently, and they are operating from that only.
Mm-hmm. So is it in the constellation? Like you are doing a constellation for a client, do they i- need to be present, or is that you can do the constellation without the client and still the shift can happen?
Uh, we prefer to bring because we need the consent of the client. So presence of client is required. Or if the client is giving the consent, okay, you can do healing on behalf of me, then we can go with that also. But we need the consent of the client. We can't do the leading or the constellation for the third person.
Yeah, yeah, of course, if
Yeah.
the client is saying, but still if
Yes,
they are
yes,
not
definitely.
present, still
We yes, we are taking consent. We are keeping that person also in the constellation. That person may get represented by any other. Like we ask someone to come and
yeah.
be that person. But yes, that other person will also feel the energy of this person, and the shifts will eventually happen. It's like a magic.
It's like a distant Reiki,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes, completely, completely. The shifts once you are within the constellation, it firstly it meant to be happen like that. It is there in front of you, and the shift which is required currently will take place. It will never
Mm.
happen that you are within a constellation and nothing shifts and the things are as it is the way they are before the session. It will get shift.
Mm.
Yeah.
And uh, is it like the to be the facilitator of the constellation, you have the training, or how does
Yes.
that work? Like, also you did the Reiki Grandmaster. There needs to be a certain way you need to be first to operate that way. Uh,
Uh,
to
yeah.
heal the person through the Reiki, or even you are facilitating the constellation, you need to be a certain way to facilitate the constellation, right?
Yes. Yes. Firstly, regarding constellation, uh, whatever the problem client is coming with, we can't judge. Even for being a life coach, the
Yeah.
judgment part is kept aside because we need to be present there for the client. We need to hear what client is saying. We need to give that space to the client to open up, because that's why that client is there, because he or she is not having any other option to open up or to heal themselves.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that is the major criteria which I can say it's very much required to keep the judgmental mind aside and to listen to the client completely, and then giving the solution like, okay, this is the problem, then we can go with like this, or these are the possibilities we can do. So this is majorly about the constellation thing. And with Reiki, it's yeah, again, it's like a judgmental mind needs to keep aside. If that person is having serious health issues or some mental issues also, if it's like a more of a depression, the reason of the depression can be XYZ, our mind will say maybe like, but after being into this healing journey, being a life coach, that mind has shut down for me. Like, that sound never come up for me to judge
Mm.
my client. So the reason can be XYZ, anything under the roof. You need to be non-judgmental and being more
Mm.
empathetic. That
Yeah.
is the major requirement.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sunayna. We had a lot of conversation regarding different modalities
Yeah.
and everything. Any final piece of advice or any sharing that you want to share before we wrap this conversation?
Yeah, definitely. So I have practiced healing and life coaching for myself. It's been last 2 3 years. I'm practicing continuously, and trust me, when we start healing, the other layers start to peel up, and we go more deep inside the root. What is the root cause of the problem? So keep taking baby steps. Take that one first bold step to gain that life, to be that desired person which you want to be. The journey will always be a lots of ups and downs. It's never going to be a straight line, and that's what the life is about. Enjoy all the process, all the modalities throughout the journey, but trust me, the end result will be very amazing, and you will be the other person on the other end of the side. And yes, it's always good to handhold with a coach, because the coach will give you that space to share. The structure will be very much aligned with your healing, and the modalities they will give you will work very correctly with you, because if you will do with yourself, it may take a longer time, and over a period of time maybe you feel like nothing is shifting or nothing happening good in my life, so let me keep it aside and live the way I am living. So that are the major key factors which have worked for me a lot, and I will really recommend you, all of you, to take this first step and be into healing.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Sunayna. It has been a wonderful conversation, and people who are listening to us definitely got more awareness about different kinds of healing modalities and how things work in different parts.
Yeah.
and the people who need specifically about a specific challenge they are going through, then they can definitely reach out to you. We are in this field, we are doing the
Yeah.
work, so they can take the help and so that they can move to the next level.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me on your platform. I'm very much glad to share space with you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And I will see you next time with another guest. Till then, have a good day.